Now, today, we're actually taking a moment to speak to a team at West Bloomfield High School that may not get as much shine as the basketball or the football team, but nonetheless still very important. So join us right here from the robotics team from West Bloomfield High School. Join us on the splash. We have Olivia May, Max Columbus, and Kimberly Luddy. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, absolutely. We appreciate it. So a couple things going on here. You all are a part of the robotics team. So first and foremost, if you don't mind, let's start with you, Olivia, if you don't mind. What drove your interest into being part of the robotics team to begin with?
Personally, I recently started robotics not too long ago because I really enjoyed engineering. So I thought that would be a good match for me. I wasn't really doing anything outside of school. And so far, I've had a really good time. I've loved it, made friendships, and I really enjoy it.
Nice, nice. So a similar question, just passing it on to you, Max. Not only what was your interest, what drove you into robotics, but what have you learned about robotics or engineering in general that you didn't know before you were on the team?
There's so much more than just building robots. The skills you learn through robotics and engineering all help you in the long run when you're out of your school career.
Completely understand that. Absolutely. Some things that you can take and just utilize to real life applications completely. Now to you, Kim, same thing. What kind of got you into robotics, and what do you plan to do with the knowledge and experience that you gained for robotics after high school?
Yeah. So my sister was in robotics, and that was kind of like seeing her do it made me want to do it. And that's kind of why I got into it. As for like the skills, I've become a lot more experienced in CAD programs than I was when I, first joined robotics. Part of that's from the classroom, part of that's from the robotics team. And I'm going to like definitely use that throughout like whatever career I end up going into.
I love that. I love that. Yeah. So we're talking about, like we said, you're part of a team that may not get as much crowd anticipation and a sold out stadium like a basketball or football team would. But I think what you all are doing is really critical for our future, just economically, just in general. So if I'm not mistaken, you all actually participated in an event where you all kind of give back to the youth within West Bloomfield School District. Can you talk about the Laker Bot event that you all recently participated in? We'll start with you, Max, please.
Yeah, so LakerBot is our district's event that's more for the younger kids, kindergarten through like I'd say about third grade, of getting the kids experience in what the competitions are sort of like, giving them the next step. So they go through like they show their robot off. They get a certificate, they get medals, and they kind of, instead of what we call judging, they go through like reviews which are led by certain adults in the district and some high schoolers, where we just ask them questions about their season and what they've learned about.
Okay. So how about you, Kim? If you were a part of the LakerBot experience with the youth in West Bloomfield School District, why was it so special to you to kind of take that time to kind of teach the youth about the things that you learn in robotics?
Yeah. So, probably the part that was so special was seeing them do things that I wished I could do when I was their age. Like just seeing, because they do coding, and a lot of the coding stuff impressed me. I know nothing about that, but just learn all that and to watch them do that, and just to see them so proud about what they did too was what made it most special.
Nice. Yeah. See, and that's the thing about it too. As we get older, as the generations continue to go, the youth are going to grasp on to that newer technology, to the coding, the programming, that type of thing. So no, I completely get it. Was there any memories for you specifically, Olivia, from participating or teaching the youth in West Bloomfield about robotics? Anything stand out to you?
Kind of like what Max said. Kind of give them like the next step so they can continue into like the robotics like career in the future, and like hopefully do it in high school and middle school. And I just really enjoyed like giving them feedback and see how happy they were to really like get this feedback and have someone like review their work. So yeah.
Yeah, I know that's cool. It's a way, like you said, like you all are giving back to the youth, doing things that you wish that you would kind of, grasp onto at an early age also. And I completely understand that. Joining us right here on the Splash Live, a couple of students from West Bloomfield High School robotics team, Olivia May, Max Columbus, Kimberly Luddy joining us here just to talk about also their second annual car show that they have coming up that'll be in August. Now, Kimberly, if you don't mind, tell us a little bit more about this unique event that you all have coming up.
So this is the second time we've done this, so it's a fairly new event. It's been at the high school. You just come off, you show off your cars, and then the high school team is actually the people who are like judging, figuring out what we like about the car, and then you get your trophy at the end. And so we got some pretty cool cars last year, and I'm hoping we get some cooler ones this year.
Nice. So for you, Olivia, what kind of connection are you personally building between looking at these cars that'll be at the event and what you've learned with robotics?
I would say probably just making future connections for myself and like in my future career, because I do want to go into engineering hopefully in the future. And I feel it's really good to make connections with people that are really into that for, my future. And I'm really excited for the event. I haven't done it, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
What about you, Max, if you don't mind? What about your experience? Do you have any experience with cars, any of these hot rods, or what connection would you build or relation would you build with what you learned from robotics to these classic cars that we'll see?
It was great last year to get to meet new people, but also get to meet, I don't know, maybe more or the same people. When we talked to them, when we did interviews on the West Bloomfield High School Robotics YouTube, we asked them about their car, how they found out, and they really liked hearing from us. We got a lot of advice for how to improve stuff, and we like to hear what the community thinks of how we can better and just to build those relationships and see people do like our works.
Right. No, completely get it. And that type of thing should be promoted a little bit more. And I'm glad we had the opportunity today on the Splash to just talk about the things that you all do, how much you all enjoy, and the fact that you are giving back to the youth also, and promote these events that you are hosting and that you are all doing as well. So before we essentially get out of here, I want to thank you all for your time. Lastly, before we do leave, let's just start with you, Kimberly, if you don't mind. Just talk about any last words, any advice you would give for the youth who are interested or probably watching, listening right now, who have an interest in robotics.
Yes, the only advice I can really give is just join it. It's really fun. You can meet a lot of people, learn a lot of new skills. We're not mean. It's a chance to really see if you like it. And if you do, that's great. If you don't, that's okay too. But you'll never know if you don't try.
I completely get that. Max, if you don't mind, just share overall what you will kind of tell someone who is interested from your experience also.
Just try it. Give it a try. If you find something you're interested in, do it. Figure out how you can evolve your skills. I always try and make learning an everyday part. If you can do something you like and learn about it that day or overall as an experience, then it can help you later on.
And we also got to talk about the support that we are receiving, right? Specifically from our educators. Mr. Mullard, if I said that correct, we want to thank him. So, Olivia, if you don't mind, just talk about the support that you get from educators like Mr. Mullard, and just talk about how important that is and how he kind of shaped your mentality into thinking about robotics.
I feel like personally, I've always had so much support, especially from Mr. Mullard, and I thank him for that because I definitely joined a little later than most. And even when I felt like confused, like he was always there to help, and especially our other mentors. So I just want to say, like, thank you. And there's always so much support with the whole team, even students around you.
Absolutely. Great. Well, we appreciate all of your time for joining us here today on the Splash Live, just talking about the robotics team at West Bloomfield High School and their second annual car show Sunday, August 11th 8:30 a.m., 12:30 p.m. at the West Bloomfield High School. You can see a bunch of classic cars. Thank you again for your time from the robotics team in West Bloomfield High School. Olivia May, Max Columbus, Kimberly Luddy, thank you so much. We appreciate you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
us.